computer.
Got it. Hello, friends. This is Dolores Williams of DW's View Stand Up. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. If we do not stand up for what we believe, who will? I want to thank my sponsors. They make this podcast possible. If you are a leader, professional, or an entrepreneur who is feeling frustrated or anxious because you're not performing at the level that you know that you're capable of, then unlock your life today and get your complimentary strategy session with Coach Kim at unlockyourlifecoach.com. Now, DW's View Stand Up is also sponsored by the American Patriot, Mike Lindell. Go to my website at www.mypillow.com/stand up and look at all those fabulous specials that this American Patriot has on his website. And I'm just thankful to have him be a sponsor of DW's View Stand Up. If you don't have his slippers, his pillows, his sheets, he has so many wonderful things on his site. So go there and check it out. And lastly, I would want to invite you to go to DWS View PatriotShoppingClub.com, where you can switch from the big box retailers to a Patriot-owned business where you can shop for products that are better, safer, less expensive than the stores, and you're saving 50% on products that are made right here in America. Now, to my audience, I want to thank each of you for taking the time to watch or to listen to my podcast. I am blessed to introduce my special guest. And Ms. Shirley, don't let me butcher your last name. This is Ms. Shirley Nakawase. Wadase. Okay, good. I'm not going to try to say that again. But anyway, I want to welcome Shirley. She has just been a stand for her community, and I'm looking forward to this interview. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Shirley. Shirley is a wife. She's a mother. She is a longtime resident of Imperial Beach from elementary all the way through high school. And she also has membership in over 15 wonderful organizations. I can't even read them all. I'm gonna have to give you the website. So you guys gotta go and look her up because she is a wonderful, amazing woman. Now, and I want to acknowledge Shirley's father, who served in the United States Navy. He served his country, and I always like to acknowledge our veterans. Now, she was on the complaint. Wait a minute. She went on to complete her accounting degree at San Diego State before becoming part of an adjunct faculty at Palomar College, and she can tell us a little bit more about that. And also in 1990, Shirley started her successful CPA business in Imperial Beach, which continues to support the local businesses even to this day. So Shirley, go to her website, and it's www.shirley4ibmayor.com. And she can repeat that at the end. So we want to make sure we acknowledge that, and that you get to go and check this wonderful lady out. Shirley, I want to welcome you to DW's View Stand Up. Thank you so much for taking the time to come.
All right. And thank you for inviting me. I mean, this is pretty darn cool. Kim is a terrific coach for other warriors around the local community, and I applaud that. My background, of course, is accounting, teaching. I'm also a facilitator for board retreats. I do business coaching, tell people how to make more money, and revenue enhancement and marketing, pricing, all those little details which make a business successful. My passion has been my community for virtually all of my lifetime. It started in high school when I did cross-age teaching, and I'm one of the founders of the Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps for Mar Vista High School. I always wanted to serve my community. I'm involved in quite a few youth activities here. Currently, I'm doing the Sandcastle Ball And
Oh, okay.
all the
Yeah,
proceeds.
well, I'm
go
going to
to you.
ask you about all that. Yeah, yeah, that is great. Yeah, you have so much to share. And I
Yeah.
want to make sure people hear all about what you're doing and get invited out to your community. Because
Oh my gosh, it is such
yeah,
a cool place to live. Of course, being here for almost 60 years, I've seen it go from a sleepy little bedroom community
yeah.
to a little bit more developed. We used to have a lot of open space on the beach, but those are pretty much built out now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Um,
great.
you you talk about patriot, and it's kind of cool. Not only did my father serve in the Navy,
Yeah.
but I'm a daughter of a patriot. I am I think it's 12 levels down. I am a daughter of one of the founders of the United States.
Yeah.
So
Wow. What a blessing.
so the Daughters of the Patriots is a
Mhm.
pretty limited group of women, and you have to have a direct paternal line all the way back to the founding of the U.S. I'm a daughter
Wow.
of the American Revolution, so Ezekiel Chase, who's my great 7 times up grandfather, Ezekiel Chase, served in the American Revolution. So
Wow. That is amazing. Because I was going to ask you about that when I saw that on your list of accomplishments and things in your bio. That is just great. But I want to ask you this. First, I want to ask you, what are the main duties of the mayor of Imperial Beach when you are running for the mayor? And also, I want to know why you're running for the mayor.
okay, so the duties, of course, are to represent the people in the community and do the best job possible and seeing that services are done, that the community interests are met, and setting a good example.
Yeah.
So being the local politician would be, again, representing the people in the absolute best manner possible. Why I'm running is just a continued extension of my life. I've always served my community. Um, Children organizations, teaching. I continue to lead Kiwanis and do leadership training throughout California, Nevada, and Hawaii. I've been trained by Kiwanis International, which is a worldwide organization, to help facilitate leadership in this country and many others.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's great.
when I looked at our community, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed by where the leadership has been going to. And people kept nudging me and saying, well, you could do it, you
Mhm.
could do it, you could do it. And I'm like, well, I got a business and the business is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
We're now in Imperial Beach and El Cajon. We closed our La Mesa office because the El Cajon office got so big and this has absorbed the La Mesa office. So that takes a considerable amount of time. And I looked at this and I said, well, if I do this, I'm going to give it my all and I'm going to do the best job possible. And if I'm going to run, I'm going to win.
Yes.
So here I go. And I started my adventure on this in last September.
Mhm.
And it's been exciting. I have a lot of support locally and countywide.
Yeah. Now, when is your election?
It's November 8th,
Oh, okay. Okay.
2022.
Now, will you have debates with the person you're running against?
I haven't heard a thing. I haven't heard a thing. That would be very valuable.
Yeah, that'd be great if they have the courage to debate you.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes they don't when they're on the other side.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything. So normally in our town, it would be done by the League of Women Voters, and I haven't heard a peep.
Oh, okay. Well, you might have to nudge them.
Yeah. So Saturdays are dedicated to meeting the community. I have the Saturdays with Shirley coffees at locals houses, and also some of the businesses have come out to support me and are hosting these Saturdays.
Oh, okay. Now, how does your family feel about you running for this position of mayor?
Oh my gosh. So I have the best support. I have the absolute best support. I had talked to them for months before I filed the paperwork. I'm like, this is going to change our family. This is going to change our relationship. Everybody okay? And not only did they say okay, they embraced it. And they are so much a part of my team. I have my husband, who's considered as his sole job to go out, speak the word, get the signs out there. And so we have a couple hundred signs locally and in Chula Vista and National City.
Yeah, that's great. You
Thank
know
you.
what? I met your daughter on the phone because she works, doesn't she work in Joel Anderson's office?
She does. She does.
Okay, yeah, because I've had to call Joel before and I said, oh, and I saw your name, that your last name. I said, oh, okay, I know that's her daughter. Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, the next question I want to ask you now as an appointed member of the design review board in the past, I guess you're no longer on it, but you served on that board for a number of years, right?
Yeah. I served for over 25 years.
Oh, okay, okay. Now, this board, I was looking at your resume, is charged with a review of certain proposed development projects and determine whether or not, I guess the developments that are happening conform with the policies of the city's general plan and also certified local coastal programs and all that. In essence, though, I wanted to ask you now, is that board responsible for looking at the sewage problem that we have in that part of the city?
No, it is not. No, it is
Oh,
not.
okay.
The city is not charged with the sewage problem. The sewage problem is really at a federal level.
Okay.
So it's the countries of the United States and Mexico that are dealing with this.
Oh,
So
okay.
our mayor has worked tirelessly and passionately about getting this problem noticed and influencing those that he thinks can help out here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been a problem for so many decades. I
Oh,
first
I
started
know.
seeing it in the 40s when I go
Mhm.
back in historical documents. And all we can do is just continue to try and ask our federal government to help out.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, and that's just
It's
terrible.
huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard that they're talking even of shutting the beaches down all summer, somewhat.
Yeah, we had our beaches open yesterday, but they're doing a new type of testing, which is detrimental to our community, Coronado. The new testing is a very high level testing, and it's testing residual bacteria. So the beach closes down. When the beach closes down, our businesses suffer.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's not, everyone thinks it's Imperial Beach's problem. We're getting the result of
Mhm.
the activity that's happening down south. So is Coronado.
Yeah.
So is the naval bases,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Anyway, we just have to pray that that gets resolved, because it has been going on for a very long time.
Over 80 years.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Time to get fixed.
I would
Now,
love to see that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how is safety and protection in your community when you look at as far as your citizens? You have the police force and all that. Is it pretty safe?
We contract out to the San Diego Sheriff's Association.
Oh, okay.
And we are so blessed. We are so blessed. Not only are they here, but they maintain a sub office here, which has extra deputies which serve Bonita and other communities, so that if a problem arises, I feel so safe and protected by the fact that I could count on them. I had a disturbance here below my office. I'm right on the beach. I had a disturbance here and I called 911, and I swear it was less than 2 minutes. I had the sheriffs here assisting me.
Wow.
And it was, they are such a blessing. In fact, this is real funny. I was woke up just early in the morning. I woke up and it must have been about 2 o'clock. And there's a light shining in my window. So I sat up, I looked out the window, and there's a sheriff. And he's got these big beam headlights, and he's just going down the street, and he's looking to see what he could see. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if I should be alarmed. So I got up, I went out, and I talked with him. And he had just gone up the street and down the street with his beams looking. And I said, sir, well, what are you doing? And he just grinned. He goes, I'm doing cop stuff. And he drives off. And I started laughing. And I thought, what a blessing.
Yeah.
I have someone watching my back all the time. One night I left my garage door open. They knocked on the door. They go, ma'am, you left your garage door open. Well, thank you.
Wow.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
That's a blessing.
It is. We have a fabulous, fabulous sheriff's department here. In addition, we have subcontracted out to the city of Chula Vista, our ambulance service. again, they park at City Hall in the fire station, so that they are going to be centrally located, and they have about a 5-6 minute response time to the outer edges of Imperial Beach. And that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Our fire
Wow.
department is exemplary. We have 3 wonderful shifts of firefighters who again are just wonderful. We have a fairly low crime rate here in Imperial Beach. My concern with public safety is actually with the kids. We don't, at our crosswalks, we don't have any safety guards or crosswalk helpers. I would love to see a volunteer parent organization step up and help these kids, because unfortunately, when folks are going to work, they're often in a fast, frenzied area. They're tunneled in on getting to work, and these kids are crossing the street all over. And you know, there's been incidences of kids getting hit. For the most part, they're just bumped. Sometimes it's a near miss. I've witnessed way too much of this. I would love to see a volunteer group come out, and this will be one of the things which I will be stomping on and really hoping will appear. I'm going to ask for assistance from the sheriff's department too, to have crossing guard help, so these kids can cross the street safely.
Oh yeah, that would be a true blessing, because I just heard about 2 people that were killed in National City the other night.
Isn't that horrible?
Teenage young lady and I guess her stepdad. It's so sad.
It is so sad.
Yeah. But I want to ask you about your years of work at Palomar College. How was that?
Oh, it was fine. I mean, it was a long time ago. I got my lifetime teaching credentials when I think I was 24 or 25 to be able to teach college. So I was adjunct faculty for Palomar. I really liked it. I taught income taxes and statistical math.
Okay, great. So all your experience is going to come in handy when you become mayor.
Actually, yes. I've already been reviewing the financials and the budget and looking at areas of revenue enhancement with the city manager, looking at how we can make more money into the city. I wouldn't say we're a poor community, but we don't have a lot of money coming in. Our property taxes are, of course, rising as the property values increase.
Yeah.
But sales tax, we don't have many stores or any manufacturing here in town. So, you know, where are we going to look at revenue enhancement? Because of course, expenses are expenses, and expenses going up. We've got to pay people, and you got to pay people a decent wage to make a living. So we have about 100 employees here in the city of Imperial Beach. And we have services we've got to render for our community. So I'm looking at revenue enhancement. And so with my fiscal background, I think I'm a pretty strong person to help direct and guide our finances for.
I was looking at the fact that you're a CPA, that's also going to enhance you being an effective, even more so, mayor there in Imperial Beach.
Well, I'm the immediate past chair for the San Diego Regional Center. We're San Diego's largest non-hospital nonprofit. So as chair, I oversee a budget of over $500 million.
Oh, okay.
We have about 675 employees. We serve a community of 38,000. So this is familiar to me.
Oh, okay. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to be wishing you the best as
thank you.
Run for mayor.
Thank you.
Now I know you mentioned the Kiwanis before. Would you kind of elaborate on that and how that kind of ties in with the work that you do there in Imperial Beach? Does it tie in any way?
It absolutely does. So back in 1990, I started exploring membership with Kiwanis. Kiwanis is a worldwide organization. We serve the community youth, and we not only serve the community youth, we also serve the youth of the entire world. So our goals have been lofty. One was to eliminate iodine deficiency. We succeeded. And then we worked with, I just drew a blank. The folks at UNICEF, we work with UNICEF to eliminate maternal tetanus, which is folks get especially down in Africa, when the women are having their children in a non-sanitary method, and some of the bacteria from the soil comes in through the umbilical cord and infects the kid, and they get tetanus. And it's
Oh,
horrible. It is horrible. And we worked really, really hard to eliminate that. For 80 cents, we can vaccinate a mother.
wow.
80 cents.
Oh my goodness.
So we've raised millions and millions to do that. Locally, we provide scholarships and activities for children. I personally have the Kiwanis Garden. I have a very large garden in which we do training for children to show them how to garden and where food comes from. We have chickens. They feed the chickens, gather the eggs, planting parties for them, educational experiences in my backyard.
Yeah, because that was one of the questions that I had for you. But now that you're talking about it, now the community garden, so they plant food.
Yes.
Is it okay? And do they get to watch it grow and come back and?
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
it's really cool. We've done it for enough years so that we're actually having repeat customers come back and go, oh yeah, well, I remember as a kid coming here and doing that. And if they want, they can take home a little pot with some corn or beans or something in it.
Oh, okay. So
But
now,
one year we had them growing a squash tunnel.
oh,
So they planted dozens and dozens of squash, and it all grew up. And then we did that in the spring, and then invited them back in the fall to pick their squashes and take them home.
well, that is so unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you invite the community to come in and participate in that.
Yes.
That is unique.
Well,
That sounds like a unique thing for your town, and makes your town a unique place to live.
Oh, our town is unique. You think about it, we're bordered by our borders are the Mexican border, the Pacific Ocean, the San Diego Bay, and pretty much Highway 5. San Diego City has part of the area from our city border to 5, but we're pretty landlocked. It's not like we can do a whole heck of a lot, but we can go fishing on the ocean side, surfing, swimming. On the Bay Area is some incredible views of not only the water, but these birds. We have a pet flamingo in our bay that we call Floyd.
Wow.
And over on the border area, again, in the estuary, we have some very diverse community with this arid beach area, which gets flooded occasionally. The amount of birds, my backyard is on the estuary, so I can walk and see just some incredible scenes.
Wow.
It's amazing. And as a little girl, I used to go and launch a raft out behind my house and then take it to the mouth of the river and go swimming, fishing, and diving there.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder people probably just don't want to leave when they come to your yard.
Well, you know what? I'm just talking about Imperial Beach. Once you get to Imperial Beach, you don't want to leave.
Yeah. Oh, that is wonderful.
It's a great home-knit community.
Yeah, that's great. I gotta figure out where I can come and visit, where I can go, because I know you have restaurants and things over there.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll have to check it out sometime.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Now, now you had started to to mention about the Sun and Sea Festival and about the sandcastle competition. Talk to us about that.
Oh, so the Sun and Sea Festival has been around about 50 years. It's had various organizations. It was the Sun and Sea Festival. That died down. It became the U.S. Open Sandcastle Competition. That died down. And as soon as it died down, I used to build sandcastles. So I was a sandcastle competitor. And on the last year of the U.S. Open Sandcastle, we won #1.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube. You'll see a video that was taken of our day-long competition on that last time. After it stopped, I invited the sandcastle artists to come back. I said, let's just do it. So the next year I said, we're just going to do it. And everyone was frowning on us because, oh, it's going to bring in too many people. We're going to need to have security. We're going to do this. And I said, let's just do it. We're not going to have vendors or bands or anything. Let's just do it. So a bunch of us artists came out and we built. Then we put our heads together and said, let's bring it back. So me and Leah Goodwin, we got together, put our heads together and go, let's make it happen. And we restarted the Sun and Sea Festival. And we've been leading this for 8 years now. Our dates are July 15th and the 16th here at the base of the pier. We've got one gigantic monument castle coming up, and we have five competitors who are going to be vying for both monetary prizes and trophies to do some great sandcastles. Because of COVID and some budget limitations, we're not having the food trucks and all the stuff that we love to have about it. We're gearing for that for next year, but again, COVID restraints, but we are having 3 live bands and it's going to be a pretty fun time. On July 15th, we're having the Sandcastle Ball, which I am also a part of. And it's Kiwanis and Optimus are using that as a fundraiser. It's going to be our major fundraiser for the year. And it's being held in East IB in the Tijuana River Valley. And live bands, street tacos, margaritas.
Yeah.
It's going to be a ball. I really hope you come. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. See, July 15th.
Yeah. So historically, our town has come together at the Sandcastle Ball. It's like our reunion, just the city reunion, and just this warm hometown feeling of the folks that love our community.
Oh, wow. That's great. I bet a lot of people look forward to coming to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was looking at all your organizations. Maybe you could kind of expound on them, because you have the you kind of mentioned I guess it's a junior ROTC.
Oh, the JROTC. So
Yeah.
back in 1974, a group of 24 of us students got together and formed the JROTC for Mar Vista.
Yeah, I thought that was so unique, and I want to bring these things up because I want to highlight you for the work that you're doing in the community, and also what you're doing for children, because we need a positive influence and role model for our children.
I agree.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're doing a great job with that out in Imperial Beach.
Yeah, so up until a few years ago, I was very active in the JROTC. I was the unit mom, and I would hold fundraisers and do facilitating to encourage these students to be the best leaders that they could be.
Yeah, I that's great, because I think our children really need that encouragement, positive encouragement.
Yeah, so in San Diego, I don't think we have the best class selections for our kids. I personally, and I'm not on the school board, but I personally would love to see some of the tech classes coming back, where you can take auto body, wood shop and things, because not every student is geared for college.
No.
I think we need people who work with their brains and hands as much as we need people who work with books in their brain.
Yep, you're so right. You're so right about that. Matter of fact, probably a couple of months ago, we invited a gentleman who wrote the book about 100 ways that kids can get an education, how they can earn a living without going to college and be very successful. And we talked about wood shop and all these careers that we can prepare the children, start preparing them while they're in school.
I think it's excellent.
Yeah.
We need trade schools back.
Oh yeah, we do, in a big way.
We just cannot continue just to buy in China.
Yep.
What are we going to do? We have this whole layer of people who are disenfranchised with our style of living. Either you're working at with a college degree, or you're working in a menial job. That's not how America was built. America was built with learning skills, and we had manufacturing. We used to have so much manufacturing plants in the US, but we sold out.
Oh, I know.
And we've got to bring that back.
Yeah, and
got to make it strong again.
Oh, absolutely. And we need to stop selling it out to China.
Oh,
they shouldn't be allowed to buy anything
altogether.
You know what? China should not be able to buy anything in this country. I don't think they should be able to buy things here. Buying up land, buying up industry, they shouldn't be allowed. We couldn't go to China and buy up their industries. and buy up their land. And
I
have
will,
control.
I will talk to you some more about this. I have so much to say about this. Back in 2001, I purchased an electronics manufacturing plant.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and oh, I could talk to you.
Yeah, well,
But-
tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, I bought a firm which is electronics manufacturing. We did vibration test control systems for the aerospace industry.
Oh, okay.
And we coupled that with another company that was up in Riverside, and we coupled
Okay.
that with another company that did I guess it's a hot air leveling, which is to take a printed circuit board and blow the hot solder off of it.
Yeah.
That's a funny little bitty niche business,
Yeah.
but it was also pretty successful.
Oh, okay.
So the end result was China managed to get one of our products, and they reverse manufactured it, and they started producing it.
Wow. Did you
Well-
have a patent on it?
This company started in 1960,
Yeah.
and it was from the UK. We came over to the United States, purchased it. I sold it in 2008. I could see the writing on the wall, but back in 2001 through 2004, I got up on my little platform and I just said, America, you need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so in America, we think of business as a give and take. I
Yeah.
supply, you buy, you
Mhm.
supply, I buy. And our mistake is thinking that China thinks like us.
No. No, China is for China and taking over the whole world.
It's about domination.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my.
but
Yeah.
again, I could tell you a lot of things that happened, but
Okay.
that's
That's unfortunate that, because that's a company that's needed here in America right now.
we need manufacturing plants.
Yes, I mean that's
We need to provide jobs to our people.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
and not just billionaires buying up land all over the place too. I was looking at North Dakota.
Oh, it's
Bill
happening.
Gates. Yeah, Bill
It's
Gates. bought a
happening
whole-
everywhere.
Yeah, Bill
And
Gates.
we don't want to make this division even
Oh, no.
larger about the extreme wealthy and the extreme
Mm-mm.
poor.
No.
That's not how America was built.
No, because I don't know if you saw where Bill Gates bought a whole bunch of land, and I think it was North Dakota. They did not know that he was the person buying it. And
Yeah.
that just came out. I just heard that yesterday, actually.
Yeah. Well, Walt
Yeah.
Disney did the same down in Orlando.
Oh yeah, he's got land all over the country. But
So when he bought all that in the 60s, nobody knew it was Walt Disney. He did it with, dozens of corporations.
Yep, that's how they hide.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are American patriots.
Yes, we are.
And that's why we support this country. And that's why we're talking about all the wonderful things that you're doing in Imperial Beach.
Yeah.
And why we want you to be the mayor over there in Imperial Beach.
Thank
with all your experience and everything that you've done to support children and the community. That's the kind of mayor that we need here. Actually all over the country, we need people like you, who have that vision and also love for community and love for country.
Yep. I have the vision, I have the passion, I also have the energy and drive. I am going to lead my city very well.
Yeah, amen. Amen. Well, I wish you the best again.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so now tell me about the schools in Imperial Beach. I know you went to school there your whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now, I know what I was going to ask you about the children, how involved they are in the things that you provide in your community, like the different organizations that you were involved in. And I think it was I know you mentioned the ROTC.
Uh-huh.
Now the children, they're still involved in that, right?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Okay. Okay, well, that's great, because sounds like you have a lot of things for the children in Imperial Beach in the schools there to get involved in.
I do.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to developing a relationship with the school board, and again, seeing about public safety for the kids,
Mhm.
and possibly the development of a trade school. Again, I'm not on the school board. This isn't my
Yeah.
jurisdiction, but I would certainly like to see education being not just for college-bound students.
Oh, yeah. Now,
When I was in high school, I wasn't looking at college. I had no
yeah.
intention of going to college. I was
Mhm.
joining the Navy
Yeah.
and going about my merry way. And I filled out my paperwork to join the Navy, and got a job. And during that waiting time, I made the decision to go ahead and start going to school. And it was,
Mhm.
I didn't really have any goals. I just started going to school. And then it became really clear my aptitude was accounting, and
Yeah.
I soared. I just absolutely soared with this. And I was able to find my direction at Southwestern College. But if I look back to what my original goals was, just to join the Navy,
Yeah.
that would have been a proud and fulfilling career also.
Oh, yeah, I know. I wanted to go in the military out of high school, and my family said, "Oh no, you can't go in the military because they're going to turn you into a gay person." That's actually what somebody in my family said. They had that mentality. So I didn't go. And then years later, I was going to go in the reserve after I got married. Then I got pregnant with my son. So I said, okay, there goes my military career. I said, well, I'd like to still join. I just had it within me. I guess, because my dad was in the military, and then I had my uncles and family members who served in the military. So military was kind of something that I always had within me.
Yeah.
And I love the
noble career. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, Shirley, it's been so wonderful to talk to you. Now, I want you to share any final thoughts that you have with us, and give us your website again, and any other information how people can contact you and how they can support you.
Sure. So the website is Shirley, the number 4, ibmayor.com. For support, if you know anybody in Imperial Beach, please tell them about me. Ask them to reach out to me, meet me. I would love to meet new people and get their votes. I think I'm the strongest candidate. I know I'm the best person for the job, but of course, everything always boils down to the votes.
Yeah.
And this last election, we didn't see a whole heck of a lot of people voting.
Oh, I know.
And we got to get people to vote.
Yep,
So
that's
if you know anybody in Imperial Beach, ask them to give me a holler.
Yeah, yeah. I have to rack my brain to see. I don't know if I know anybody in Imperial Beach, but we're just gonna trust that they'll come your way. How many people are running for mayor, by the way?
There are 3.
3? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get it.
Thank you.
Okay.
It was great talking with you this morning.
Yeah. It was wonderful to share, and we want to definitely highlight you, and what you do, and how great you will be for the community of Imperial Beach. So, Shirley, thank you again for coming to DW's View. And thank you also for caring about the children and for being a stand for your community. We need more people like you once again.
Thanks, Dolores.
Yes. And then my audience, to each of you, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch and to listen to this podcast. And if you have a message to share, or if you would like to be a sponsor on the podcast, please contact me at dwsviewstandup@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to my podcast, so when they come out, you'll get it. And to get the latest recordings, just share this message with your friends and on your social media. And be sure to join us next week. We'll have another guest at DW's View Stand Up. Guess what? I have my charge, Shirley, I give each week, each time rather, that we record, and that's each one of you to stand up, because guess what? If we do not stand up for what we believe, who will?